Thank you. Well, speaking of weather, colder temperatures are coming and our homes need some adjustments to be ready. Thankfully, Jeff Head is back in our Fix It Friday segment. Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
It's time to think about getting our house ready for the cold weather.
Oh, yeah.
So what's priority, Jeff?
Well, I like to kind of do a little checklist, and one of them is the. A lot of people don't think about it, but the condensers on the outside, your HVAC condensers, with the hot summer that we had, they worked overtime this year, and it was dry, so there was a lot of dust. I always take my hose before I put my hose down for the year, my faucets, and close them all off and everything. I like to hose them down and clear them and get all that dust out of the coils.
Those vents and coils.
Yeah,
okay.
The coils. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and clean those up, because what's going to happen, when they come back on, they're going to work more efficiently if they're clean.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just something easy we can do.
Clean your coils.
Yep.
Next.
I always like to, the faucets. If you don't have houses that are probably over 15 years old, nowadays they're installing what they call false-freeze soffits. In other words, they're designed so that they don't freeze, but a lot of them will freeze, so they actually make little covers that will go over the faucet to help.
I've seen them.
That's what those are for, is to help them keep from freezing up. Something else I like to do is close off the vents to the crawl space. If you don't have a basement, chances are around here you're going to have a crawl space, and there's little vents on there. I like to close them up in the wintertime just because of the windshield that we have.
Right.
A lot of people are doing that now. They actually make vents that are automated. With the temperature and the humidity and everything else, that will close and shut themselves off. So that's another thing I like to do. Probably the big one is the roof and the gutters. Make sure that your gutters are cleaned out if you don't have gutter guards on there, because what can happen, it's crazy how important gutters are on a house. Not just because I sell them and install them, it's just because of what the benefits of them.
Right, absolutely. And we've talked about that many times. So get good ones up there and get them clean. What about our chimney?
Chimney's another good thing to make sure that you get checked out. If you burn fires, very important that you call a chimney sweep. Make sure that those there are cleaned out. While you are up there, you need to inspect your roof. With the winds that we had a windstorm here. August 1st was the biggest one we've had in a decade. Until tonight. So yeah, get your shingles inspected. Make sure that they're all working. If you're seeing any shingles laying in the yards, you might want to call us to get them checked out, or get granules at the end of the downspouts. There's just several things. Caulk your doors and windows. Get ready.
Do it all, and you're going to get a free dinner.
Yeah. If you install a roof in November or December, we will buy your Thanksgiving dinner or your Christmas dinner. If you don't want it, we're going to give it to the rescue mission.
The rescue, yes. Let's hear it for Jeff Head. Thanks, Jeff. More for Lifestyles for you right after this. Yay!